Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari 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 Jayo Gopi Janavallabha Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Gopi Janavallabha Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Yashodhana
Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Vishnupada Paramahamsa Pravrajika Acharya Shtotar Vishatashi Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Vishnupada Srila Gaur Kishore Dasa Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Jai Vishnupada Srila Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Jai Vishnupada Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shiv Jagannatha Dasa Babaji Maharaj ki jai. जय श्री रूप सनातन भद्र गुना श्री जीव गोपाल बहत्तर दस गुना शब्द स्वामी प्रभु की जय। नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री मायपुर धाम की जय। गंगा माँ की जय। जमुना माँ की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। अनंत कुंज वैष्णव वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि बोल। औगरिष्ठ समृद्धि होती हरे कृष्ण। औगरिष्ठ समृद्धि होती हरे कृष्ण। औगरिष्ठ श्री गुरु श्री गौरांग जय श्री गुरु श्री गौरांग जय श्री गुरु श्री गौरांग जय श्री श्री गौरांग प्रभुपाद की जय। गुरु महाराज की जय। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। वेदे रामायणे चैव पुराणे भरते तथा अधावन्ते च मध्ये च हरि सर्वत्र गीयते। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणे परमानन्दमाधवम्। धर्मप्रोचितकृतवोत्र परमो निर्मत्सरानं सतम् वेद्यं वास्तुमत्र वास्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनि कृते किं वा पररीश्वर साध्यो ह्रीजवरुध्यते त्रिकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तक्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृताद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुका अनर्थोपशमं साक्षात् भक्तियोगमधोक्षजे लोकस्य जनतो विद्वांश्चक्रे सत्त्वदसंहितम् यस्यं वैश्रयमाणाय कृष्णे परमपुरुषे भक्तिरुत्पाद्यते पुंसां शोकमोहभयापः। श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणमलं यद्वैष्णवानां प्रियं यस्मिन् परमहंसमेकमलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते तत्र ज्ञानविरगभक्तिसहितं नैष्कर्म्यमाविष्कृतं तच्छ्रीन्वान् सुपथं विचरणपरो भक्त्या विमुच्येन्नरः। अर्थोऽयं ब्रह्मसूत्राणां भरतर्थविनिर्णय गायत्री भाषरूपसंविदग्धा परिबृंहिता सर्ववेदेतिहासानं सारं सारं समुद्रितं सर्ववेदान्तसारं हि श्रीमद्भागवतमिष्यते तत्र समृद्धतृप्तस्य नन्यत्र स्यद्रचिक्वचित्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. By the mercy of our spiritual master, by the mercy of Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, previous acharyas and all Vaishnavas assembled here, we will speak and listen today from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, text number 6. Rishaya Uchuhu Tvaya Kalu Puranani Siddhihasa Nichanaga Akyatanyapyadhitani Akyatani apyadhitani Dharma Shastrani Anyuta Rishaya Uchu Tvaya Kalu Puranani Siddhihasa Nichanaga Akyatanyapyadhitani Dharma Shastrani Anyuta. Please repeat. Rishaya Uchu Tvaya Kalu Puranani Siddhihasa Nichanaga Akyatanyapyadhitani Uta Dharma Shastrani Yanyuta Uchu Rishaya Uchu Tvaya Kalu Puranani Siddhihasa Nichanaga Akyatanyapyadhitani Dharma Shastrani Yanyuta Rishaya Uchuhu Tvaya Kalu Puranani Siddhihasa Nichanaga Akyatanyapyadhitani Dharma Shastrani Yanyuta. Okay, translation. Rishilu Chemparu Gauravani Yulaina Sutta Goswami Miruani Durgunala Nundi Purdiga Vimukti Pundaru Miru Mata Paramaina Jivitaniki Prasiddhi Chendina Ani Grandhaలలో మరియు పురాణాలలో మరియు చరిత్రలలో కూడా బాగా ప్రావీణ్యం కలిగి ఉన్నారు. ఎందుకంటే మీరు సరైన మార్గదర్శకత్వంలో వాటిని పరిశీలించారు మరియు వాటిని కూడా వివరించారు. I don't give Oriya text. You give me Oriya text, I can read if you want. The sages said, "Respected Sutta Goswami, you are completely free from all vice. You are well versed in all the scriptures famous for religious life, and in the Puranas and the histories as well, for you have gone through them under proper guidance and have also explained them." And Hey Goswami, or the Bona-fide representative of Sri Vyasadeva, must be free from all kinds of vices. The four major vices of Kali Yuga are: first, illicit connection with women; second, animal slaughter; third, intoxication; fourth, speculative gambling of all sorts. A Goswami must be free from all these vices before he can dare sit on the Vyasasana. No one should be allowed to sit on the Vyasasana who is not spotless in character and who is not freed from the above-mentioned vices. and not only should be freed from all such vices, but must also be well versed in all revealed scriptures or in the Vedas. The Puranas are also parts of the Vedas, and histories like the Mahabharata or Ramayana are also parts of the Vedas. The Acharya or the Goswami must be well acquainted with all these literatures. To hear and explain them is more important than reading them. One can assimilate the knowledge of the revealed scriptures only by hearing and explaining. Hearing is called Shravana and explaining is called Kirtana. The two processes of Shravana and Kirtana are of primary importance to progressive spiritual life. Only one who has properly grasped transcendental knowledge from the right source by submissive hearing can properly explain the subject. Rishaya uchuhu tvaya kalu puranani sadihasani chanaga agyatani pyaditani dharma shastrani anyuta. Here it is said, Sutta Goswami, you are completely free from all vice, anagha. You are well versed in all the scriptures, famous for religious life. That actually that mentioned, Mahabharata especially, and the histories as well. Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam. For you have gone through them under the proper guidance. Very important. And have also explained them. This following process, Shravana Kirtana. Prabhupada explaining what is anagha, free from sin, means following four regulative principles. And actually it's not so easy to follow four regulative principles. That means not on the gross level, on the subtle level. Not even slightest desire. And Goswami, then he can sit on Vyasasana. Of course we are not qualified to sit on Vyasasana. But actually, our position is just to be servant of Goswami. That is a safe position. And to hear and explain this scriptures is more important than reading them. Actually, a very important thing. Who has qualification, as you asked that time, Rahul? Who has qualification to speak Bhagavatam? My Gurudev told that only one person who has listened from Acharya, he can have qualification. Not who studied so much, knew so much shlokas like this. Maybe he can impress others people by his knowledge, but their heart will be not changed. But Bhagavatam means to change hearts. So today we'll continue yesterday's topic. Yesterday we started speaking about spiritual master, Guru Tattva. And we told yesterday about Shiksha, Diksha, Varma, Pradashika Guru, 3 types of Guru. And told that actually Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhaktivinoda Saraswati, they never going for shiksha to some other persons. So they got everything from their Guru. Even they had no so much association. Like Prabhupada not so much was associating with his Guru. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur, yes, of course, he was associating, but also not so much he was with him. Not always time he was with him. So we should understand that question of faith. I said about some teaching. If someone is giving some teaching, that should come from the right source. And if someone is speaking about And we see it's not according with maybe Srila Prabhupada, not like Srila Prabhupada was telling. It means he got it from other source. Therefore, one Prabhupada's disciple, Srila Guru Govinda Swami, he was speaking not like others sometimes, because actually he got blessing from Prabhupada to read the books of Acharyas. He asked his permission on this. And his idea was to explain to devotees that in Prabhupada's books everything is there. Because at that time many devotees were going to go different madhas. Yesterday I said to you about the story of madhas, how Gaudiya mission was broken to different parts. And when Prabhupada he was developing his movement, these madhas also were developing. Actually, many followers of Prabhupada ISKCON, they were joined to madha. Sometimes they were giving reinitiation also. So actually this is not good. Sometimes it's like offense. But it happened. Many times it was happening. Because maybe they were not so believing in Western initiation. Like this, were saying, maybe they were thinking that what we are doing is not serious. Actually, yes, because of this offense, many things happen. Even Srila Guru Govinda Swami was traveling and preaching. He said, my mission is to preach to preachers. And my mission is to show to devotees. Some devotees, they saying that Prabhupada didn't give to us all things. He gave only ABC in his books. But there are many books like Prabhupada didn't explain to us. He said, I will make them to get Mauna Vrata. I will make them to be silent by my preaching, strong preaching. Also, even after when he left his planet, many senior devotees were saying that maybe he got shiksha from other source. Maybe, and that was one Bhakti Charan Babaji Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur disciple, came to Bhuvaneshwar temple. He was for donation. Actually, he was collecting money. But when he came to Guru Govinda Swami, he closed the door and they were speaking about Radha Tattva. Actually, he was not going to anyone. This is a nice example. I just gave like example. So actually, no need to go to get other shiksha. We can get everything from our Guru. Actually, when I also, my case, I also was getting some shiksha. So, but yes, when I came to my shiksha guru also, I asked, can I listen to you? Yes. I asked my Gurudev, but he said to me one thing. He said, what we are teaching, there is no difference between your Guru, between me, because all we are following Prabhupada. And then I understood that in our movement, if devotee is really elevated, really pure, so there is no difference. But sometimes difference is there, we can see. But if devotee is really qualified, no difference. So I also saw that no difference between teaching of my Diksha Guru and devotee who were listening and dance. Even they were preaching in different manner, like different style, but actually no difference. Many instructions, similar instructions. And actually Guru represents Paramatma, and Guru is speaking to disciple what Paramatma should speak. I also got such experience. Because two persons, they never met each other. They gave me the same instructions. And but actually better to get Shiksha and Diksha from one person. Because otherwise it requires strong intelligence. And I said yesterday that we have so much intelligence that we can choose. We want to choose who is Uttamatikari, who is elevated Guru, will be my counselor. Counselor is fashion word today. And, but actually, Paramatma sitting in the heart. Paramatma understands what Atma wants to get. And Paramatma just giving this. And this very important shloka is Naya matma pravachanena vabhyo name dasa na bahuna shrutena yame vasya vrinutitena labhyas tasya atma vivranute tanum svam. Very important slogan. That Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyo. You can repeat. Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyo Namedhasa Nabahuna Shrutena Yam Evaisha Vivrinute Tena Labhyas Tasyaisha Atma Vivranute Tanum Svam. This is Prabhupada many times was reciting this. That means Supreme Lord is not obtained by expert explanation, by vast intelligence, or even by much hearing. He is obtained only by one whom he himself chooses. This is most important. To such a person, he manifests his own form. And when he manifests his own form, first he manifests form of Guru. Then he manifests himself through the teaching of his Guru. That is very important. And he chooses himself. When we are crying, intense crying should be in our heart. So if someone really got Guru in his life, that means she was crying. Otherwise not possible. Otherwise he didn't take real shelter under the feet of Guru or like this. Because some doubts are there. Therefore very important be very sincere. And for what Krishna will appear? Why Krishna will appear? One Sevaka is there, therefore he will appear. I choose himself. Such a person, he will manifest his own form for such a person. And he will give instructions through Guru. So first he will manifest through Guru. Guru is not ordinary man. And what Guru is? Guru is non-different from Krishna. Then very serious offense if someone is thinking his Guru is an ordinary man. Many times I saw this, when even senior disciples, they can say, I don't listen my Guru so much because I can forget Prabhupada, therefore I am more listening Prabhupada. This is offense. It is said, Acharyam mam vijaniyan. Now also can repeat. Acharyam mam vijaniyan. Navamanyeta karhichit. Namartya buddhya suyeta. Namartya buddhya asuyeta. Sarvadeva mayo guru. Krishna saying to Uddhava. This is, we said yesterday that in body of Guru all demigods are there. You cannot consider Guru as ordinary human being. Also, I can now I have no quote, but Ramanujacharya said that very important thing. Actually, this glorification of Vaishnava, of Guru, we can get from Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya, we got this. Vaishnava Seva, Mahaprabhu got from Sri Sampradaya. And he said, when Vaishnava sleeping, when Vaishnava eating, when Vaishnava having disease, we should not disclose this. When Vaishnava has some weakness. So that means, very important thing, that it is about pure Vaishnava, like Guru. Therefore, when we see that Vaishnava is having some weakness, we can also think that he is ordinary man. Therefore, some books are there when they describe it like Prabhupada was living body and feeling disease, like this. Ramakrishna Goswami wrote some diaries. So better not to read. Yes. Actually, because we can commit offense maybe by thinking that he is ordinary man. Therefore, such instruction is there. Therefore, when Guru is taking prasad also, he is trying to do it alone, not so many people around him. Because when Vaishnava eating, when Vaishnava sleeping, when Vaishnava feeling disease, or when Vaishnava taking rest, yes, this is not for everyone. Some doubt can come. And then we should understand why we should do it. Because we want siddhi. Siddhi means perfection. And what is real siddhi? Many people, like yesterday on evening class we said about many people, they don't understand what is the aim, goal of life. What is the real siddhi? Real siddhi actually is to give up our own independence and run after Guru. Yesterday we said about evening class, we said that our independence is our asset, our wealth. Actually, yes, but when we misuse our independence, that is mystic power, many different cities, it's only misusing. But actually we should only give up our own independence and give to Krishna and run after Guru, that's all. Perfection is in front of Guru, not in front of us. You can understand. Because he is qualified. And then one thing is coming. And the disciple, he accepting Guru, and also he is keeping his own vision. How he will develop his spiritual life. I suppose one pujari is doing yoga exercises every day. 1-2 hours. We ask him, why are you doing? He said, because for myself, to become fit for myself. But how many hours he is doing seva? Maybe only 1-2 hours. So this is only sense gratification. Actually many things are there. Like devotee, maybe he is studying from Guru astrologer, and at the same time he is studying from Guru Vaishnava. And he has 2 gurus. And Guru astrologer, no Vaishnava. But he is very, very nice person, very nice. So he listening both, then mixed consciousness. Also this. Then he is seeing that his Guru is ordinary person. Many, many things are there. And what is the real problem? Every day we are listening, but what we are unable to follow is. So, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur said, very important thing. When Ratha Yatra, actually we have Ratha Yatra in Sunday. Actually before Ratha Yatra, we should clean mandir, actually. Gundicha Marja should be. That is tradition. Not sure that we will do it this time, but tradition is like this. When Mahaprabhu, because Jagannath, he will go to Gundicha Mandir. Gundicha Mandir is a personification of Vrindavan. And Vrindavan is the heart of devotee. Vrindavan is the place where Krishna is living. So Jagannath, devotees, they pulling this chariot of Jagannath towards Vrindavan. They want to get Jagannath. And Jagannath is coming to Gundicha. And before this, Mahaprabhu was sweeping, personally sweeping this Gundicha Mandir. cleaning, sweeping by his own hands. So, and all the dust he was putting in one place, not throwing outside, not bringing it in dustbin. Like this. So, and then, after this, everything outside. So big hill of the dust. Who is having more big hill? He will get victory. Opposite. Who will collect more dust, then he will get more lagos. This was competition. Then Mahaprabhu, he brought this outside, everything outside. But what we are doing many times, we are making this hill of dust and not bringing it outside. Therefore, this asat, these things, anarthas, very close to us, immediately it will come back. It's very important. So when we're chanting, we're practicing, we become free from defects, but the defects can come again, come back. If we are not closing the door, we should close the door. Therefore, we listen about this. Then another thing about listening, because actually everything coming from listening process, Shrota Parampara. Therefore, when we open Bhagavad Gita, you can see the list of acharyas. And this is not Diksha line, this is Shiksha line. Shiksha line means listening. But Diksha line is different. Like we can see that Narottam Das Thakur, then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, actually they were not physically associated. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur accepting Shiksha from Narottam Das Thakur, how it is possible? For him it was possible. Not for us maybe, but for him yes. Madhvacharya and Vyasadeva. Madhvacharya came to Badrinath, associating. Now he is associating with Vyasadeva. But Vyasadeva, when he was born, Vyasadeva is Chiranjeevi. He can live a long time. So that's not easy to understand. But Madhvacharya, he got Diksha from whom? Not from Vyasadeva, from Achyuta Preksha. Huh? But here it's not mentioned Achyuta Preksha. Achyuta Preksha actually was Mayavadi, but he became devotee by associating with his disciple. Because therefore, Shiksha is more important. Listening more important. But without Diksha it's not possible. We spoke about this. Then, how the speaker will speak, very important thing. He will not speak for his own relishment. Actually, Bhagavatam is not for our pleasure. Bhagavatam only for pleasure of Krishna. Therefore, sometimes we don't like to listen Bhagavatam. But Sadhu will speak. That is very interesting thing. Sadhu is speaking only for the pleasure of Krishna. No one can understand. Even no one is there, Sadhu will speak. And if we are fortunate, we can understand what Sadhu is saying. If anyone surrendered, then you can speak more. Because when, cow, when cow is seeing that calf is there, calf is awaiting milk, cow is having more milk, but there is no calf is there, cow is not developing desire to give milk. Sometimes when they milking the cow, they keeping cow nearby, because cow will see the calf and so much milk will go. The same thing. If sadhu can speak alone, no problem. But if someone is listening, very nice. Sadhu will speak more, say more. And this example given by Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu talked about also about Guru Govinda Swami. When they were traveling in America, And they were cooking for Guru on the kitchen, and at the same time Guru was giving class. And two disciples understood, now our Guru not so inspired. So let us finish our seva and go there. Because we understood that Guru not so inspired. Now he will finish class. So they sat in front of him. And he started to speak with so much force. And he was speaking 2 hours more. Because calf is there. Cow can give milk. That is the rule, main rule. Krishna is giving this flow of mercy. Therefore we should, when we coming to class, we should pray to Krishna, please show mercy on me and give me some knowledge. You can purify me and give me bhakti, to develop my steadiness in bhakti. And then purity. How people will be attracted? Sometimes like speakers, they're using ragas, they're using some instruments, like orchestra is here, like women singing. Like this Bhagavatam will become like very attractive. And sometimes joking stories, people like to listen. All Bhagavatam class is only charitas, only stories. Many speakers doing like this. But actually, after this class, nothing changed. Because this charita we know, but very nice he is speaking, like actor, like very nice. But actually, what is attracting people? Sometimes people they say, if we will not speak joking, if we will not use nice music, people will not come to my class, will not like. No, actually, what is attracting people is purity. The purity of speaker is attracting people, not other things. Purity is a force, Prabhupada said. That is the real thing. Actually, in our movement, we can preach only by purity. Other things, it's very temporary. Sometimes, I said, we put Mataji in front of Nagar Sankirtan to attract people. Sometimes we associate with other religions just to get their appreciation, not to preach them, just to get appreciation from other people, politics and others. Actually, no need. Actually, if some person is pure, others will just come to him. He will be like magnet, attracting them. That is all. Only we need to become pure. Pure listener, pure speaker, pure devotee. That's all. And everything will happen. Like they said that if someone cannot speak, he will be able to speak. Mukam karoti vachanam pangum langayate. Everything possible for Krishna. Then other thing is very important. Who is in misery, who is suffering? Those who are undergoing the cyclic order of life, they are suffering. If we want to deliver them, we should try to deliver them. But don't instruct the faithless person about Harinam. That is instruction for one who is becoming guru speaker. Because someone suffering in this world, yes, we should instruct him. But how? Someone, you have this experience when someone is drowning in the water. You have experience. Someone is drowning in the water and you live on the coast, not on the coast. One is drowning in the water and other person want to deliver him. How to do it? You know how they do it. They taking something, some stick, and you should get heat. Without heat, he cannot, because when you try to rescue him, he will kill you. Because yes, he cannot understand this. he is like he's struggling with water, he's struggling also with someone who is rescuing him, this person. So therefore Guru is giving heat. Sometimes he's very heavy, therefore Guru means heavy. Therefore it said, be careful. If someone is drowning in the water, don't try to save him directly. Give some bamboo stick. You should understand, if you preach to others people, you should understand. You should be heavy sometimes. Sometimes, not always. But because sometimes person cannot understand. Therefore it is said, Satyam Priya, yes. It is said, this is mundane philosophers, they are saying like this. But Vaishnava is not following this. Actually Vaishnavas is speaking tattva like it is this. Sometimes not palatable, no problem. But Vaishnava is not speaking to offend others. He is speaking only to give the truth. And sometimes it is heat. So this is not easy to play the role of Guru. And then, very important things. Envious person, uncorrectable. Keep them away. Envious person cannot listen. Guru never give Harinama to that person. Otherwise, he will fall down. And who has no faith on the name, he will just take before Guru. But after Diksha, he will leave. Even there is a story of Pundarika Vidyanidhi. And in Chaitanya Bhagavata, he said, and he was Guru. He gave mantra to one person who was a materialist. Then he approached Mahaprabhu and said, not Pundarika Vidyanidhi, Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit gave mantra to one's Guru, or to one's disciple, who was a materialistic person. He said, now I should get again mantra from my Guru, because now I did offense. And he again got mantra from his Guru Pundarika Vidyanidhi. You can understand, so important it is. Not instruct faithless person. And not like this. Whatever we can do, no problem. We should pay regularly to our Guru. That's, you know this. Many like this. Our Guru is allowing me to eat fish sometimes, no problem. Our Guru is saying, they will come, you will give up everything. Like this. There's many preaching like this. They making compromise with Maya. Because many disciples will come. We should not be so strict like in ISKCON. You want to take sometimes fish, no problem. Sometimes egg, no problem. Better you become nice devotee. How it is possible? This already said Anaka. These topics can be understood only by Anaka. Sometimes I see devotees, they are not putting on kanthi mouth, asking why. They saying, because I'm taking my job, garlic, onion. So why are you taking? Why are you not cooking for yourself? I was trying, but now I have no enthusiasm. So laziness, only laziness. Such person is not eligible to be disciple. He is so weak. He needs more security. And actually, if we're not putting kanthi, we have no faith in Krishna, that means. Better I put kanthi, even I go to Narayana, but I am devotee of Krishna, okay, that's good. But I'm not putting kanthi because I'm doing some little bit sin. But I'm chanting 16 rounds, no problem. But this is offensive chanting. Comment offense on the strength of the holy name, it is considered to be the most severe offense. Very important, because after this you become Mayavadi. Time will come, yes, you will excuse yourself, all your mistakes. The very important things, especially for India, very important.
No, but some gurus said about there is no rules and regulations for chanting.
Yes, yes. That doesn't mean that you are eligible to chant. That no rules and regulations means no prescribed time, because mantras have prescribed time. If you chant mantra, you can Gayatri mantras, you should chant in the Sandhya, and also you should be initiated, should get diksha from Guru, not just you found mantra in the book. And also you should be pure, in the pure clothes. And also you should sit, maybe you look at east, like morning time, daytime, evening on the north. So many rules. But mantra have no, that means. And also you can chant mantra in night time, morning time, when you are not clean, you just get up, you didn't take shower, you can chant mantra, no problem. That means. But not that I'm taking meat and like this. No prescribed. They cheating people. And sometimes also coming in Russia and Western countries, such preachers. But in our places it's different, because so big distance between materialistic life in the West and the Krishna consciousness. Therefore people easy to surrender. Just, I accept this, no compromise. Because around us only hell. In the hell very easy to be without compromise. But if around you heavenly planets, everything is there, fruits, vegetable, culture, music, people like this, Sanskrit, then so much compromise, because we have culture, we can. Sometimes I met in the train person, this Upavit, and he was smoking. I said, you smoking, but you have Upavit? He said, yes, I'm Yadav. I'm Krishna's. Actually, all Yadavas not exist. Yadavas. Uddhava was the last Yadav, and Uddhava had no children. This is only cheating. But they think that we are Yadavas, and we are smoking because we Yadavas. We can make Krishna's children. You can understand this. Also, so many people. We have Gandhi children, we are such and such person children. We can do everything we want. Even after Prabhupada left, so many problems his children gave to us. His problems, his children. We are Prabhupada's children. We have a right for Prabhupada's property. You should give to us. This is a big problem. And in India, it is sometimes people say, Mannatha Sri Jagannatha, my Guru Sri Jagat Guru. That means my Lord is Sri Jagannath, my Guru is Jagat Guru. Very important thing. In Orissa, they say like this. So if you accept this Guru, your Guru can deliver all the universe, anyone. You should have such a faith. That means my Guru is Jagat Guru. Not like, that was one mistake when a disciple of Srila Gurgovind Swami, they were glorifying him too much. And they coming in the Mayapur and they say, our Guru is Jagat Guru, your Guru not Jagat Guru. And many problems came. Even GBC one year they didn't allow Gurgovind Swami to preach. 1 year it was. Many problems came. And he was saying that if someone is glorifying me as Mahabhagavata, he is not my disciple. He said it on Mangalarati in Mayapur. Because GBC forced him. Very important, because so many persons were envious also towards him. But this is also a big mistake of disciple. Too much respect is offensive, actually. We will speak later about this. Less respect offense. Too much respect is offensive. Too much respect means when I see you, I'm glorifying you. I can recite many shlokas from Sanskrit, glorifying my Gurudev. I'm paying dandavats. I'm doing padaseva, abhishek. I'm giving you donation. But when Guru is not here, I'm Guru. I can do everything. Then yes. And it happened. The half of disciples of Guru Govind Swami left. And how many they said that I'm Guru? One of them became Guru like Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur. He got sannyasa before image of his Guru. Like photo. Because that time no one could give him sannyasa. Sannyasa tradition was not there in Vaishnavism. And this devotee also did like this. When Guru Govind Swami left, he also accepted sannyasa in front of the image of his Guru. Then ISKCON devotee didn't accept. Then 3 times he accepted sannyas. Last time from Javapatak Swami. Then he left ISKCON. You can understand. This is craziness. And how many they invented in Orissa. This is like Gurgovinda Narayana Matha. Many things invented. Everything closed. Because Gopal doesn't want this. People only inventing many things in the name of Guru. Like we have Guru, and Guru, like when we are preaching. No, we are preaching movement. So I will become preacher, I will make my own center. But are you sure that Krishna like this center? Krishna want this center. You should understand this. Therefore, many centers, they opening, then closing. Opening, then closing. Because Guru is not following their Guru. And Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur, once he told, when he sent his disciples to the West, and they came and said, Guru Maharaj, not possible to preach in the West. They taking meat. They said in Bhagavatam that who is taking meat, he cannot understand. Vinapashugnat, cannot understand Bhagavatam. Not possible. So he said, I am not your Guru, I am Guru. You take stick and beat me. Guru means cow. You take stick and beat me. I am your Guru. I am not Guru. Yes, that's very important thing. Very important thing. And if you have not accepted Jagat Guru, your Guru, that means you have accepted thief. Therefore it is, Shastra is said, Guru can be mitahara, Shishya mitahara. Shishya mitahara, mita. He is taking sweet things from his Shishya. Money. He is from his pocket, stealing money from pocket of his disciple. And one is entering to Bhagavan's temple to do puja. One is entering to steal ornaments. Yes, and Gadagiri was one person before. He was a little bit crazy. He was climbing on the wall and stealing Mahaprasad from the deities. When they taking prasad, he was stealing. When Guru was asking him, did you do this? He said, no Gurudev, no Gurudev, I didn't do this. Every time he was doing this. Like this. Yes, it's happening. And can we say this is sadhu who is stealing these ornaments from deity? And one story that my thermal president in Gadagiri, he told this. That also when he was child and he was taking many rasagulas, and his uncle was giving to him many rasagulas. Or he stole, it was not offered yet. He wasn't from Vaishnava family. Then mother came with stick, started to chastise him and beating him. Then the uncle said, why are you beating him? She said, you don't understand. If I will not chastise him now, he will become great thief. So therefore Guru chastises us. Because we need this, actually we need. Nowadays, more people become more free from chastisement. Madhu, your father was very strict to you. No. If father would be very strict, you would become now more disciplined. You understand this? So we need this discipline. Guru will chastising. Shasana means discipline, chastisement. That we need this. We should understand this. Voluntarily we should accept. And because our parents do not follow Vedic principles now. They are more loyal. When their son is stealing, going for women like this, they are not speaking bad things, because this is my son. Like yesterday we talked about Dhritarashtra. Also, he was so attached to his son. Duryodhana, but this is my son. He is smoking, no problem. This is my blame, my fault. He is smoking, because I am not so great father. Yes, this is happening. And when you will have family, you have your children, the same situation will be. If children not follow you, you will say, oh, this is my defect, not my children, like this. Then your children will beat you, for instance. You not beat your children, they will beat you. Very important thing. And Narottam Das Thakur, he said that, what is my doing? Asatya satya korimani. We are accepting truth as untruth, and untruth as truth. This is our mistake. We bewildered by mind. And the real wealth we are giving up. The real wealth is Krishna Premadhana. And then I want to say one thing at the last. What is the Maya? There is two definitions. Who is Radhika, who is Radharani, who is Mahamaya. Radharani is Anaya Radhika iti Radha. Anaya Radhika iti Radha. Who is the best servitor? It is Radha. And Maya Anaya Miyate iti Maya. Anaya Miyate means measure. Measure everything. You understand? Like height, length, height. You understood? I measure everything. Measure. So, who is the measuring? This is Maya. How one can measure? The blind man is measuring. Like some blind men came and they started to measure elephant. I said about this. The tail of elephant, the ears of elephant. Everyone said different things. How elephant is looked. Like one blind boy. He asked, "What is milk? Please say me, what is milk?" He said, "Milk is plain." How it is plain? Like baka. Like baka. Oh, baka! I will never drink milk because it will in my throat. It will this. But because baka is like this. He understood. He didn't understand that white color. He understood this. Baka, milk is like this, like baka. If I drink milk, milk will be in my throat. I will die. So that is like this. We measure everything. Measuring nature. Therefore, if that's very important thing. If something is unlimited, we cannot measure. If something is limited, we can measure. My material world is limited. Everything we can measure is here. But Krishna become limited for whom? For Dharani. Because Anaya Radhika iti Radha. So that means Krishna is making his devotee, making him unable to measure. Krishna is becoming unable to measure. Anaya Miyate iti Maya. That means I will measure. Why? Because I cannot believe. Actually, our progress depends only on this thing. Faith to speaker. And speaker should be pure. That's all. And because we have doubts, we are not surrendering. And we are not surrendering, we are not getting real benefit. So, very important definition. Automatically, when we will become servitor of Radharani, and Radha Priya Sakya, Radha Priya maid servant, that means Gurudev, spiritual master. He is representative of Radharani. Actually, no need to measure anything. No need to measure Krishna. Krishna will belong to his devotee. Actually, he will belong to us also. And like Krishna will be in our hands. But Miyate Maya means Krishna is available only to one who is having love. We are not having love, the others say, hey, don't believe this. First you judge by your intelligence. You say, first you know, then you know, will he accept your bondage or not? Will he become your servant or not? People saying like this. You want to surrender to Krishna, please wait. You're from Brahmana family. No need to be so quick. First you should think, Krishna will your servant or not? If Krishna will be no servant, not surrender to Krishna. They thinking like this. Yes? That's Maya. Then word Badha, from Badha, means conditioned soul, from which word Badha is coming. Badha is coming because we have dharma to measure everything. Conditioned soul means conditioned by what? By this dharma of measuring dharma. We want to measure everything. Everything we see, we measure. But Krishna is not in these three measures, like forgot this English. Krishna is in fourth stage, Turiya, not in three conditions of material life. Like length, height, and length, height, weight. Weight. Breadth. Length, breadth, height. So this is all material objects we can measure by this. But actually, Krishna in the fourth stage is Turiya, transcendental stage. We cannot measure it by our senses, our mind. We measure only by senses, our mind. And then we become free from. How we can become free? How we become liberated? We should have discussion about the completely Mukta Purusha. Therefore we're discussing every day this. What is the activities of Mukta Purusha? And Mukta Purusha is always discussing unlimited one. Asima Vastu is discussing about Krishna, Krishna Bhakti. Therefore, if we're listening this, we also can get this Dharma, Supreme Dharma, and can give up this measured Dharma. Okay, that was I wanted to say to you today. We have verses about Guru and disciple, and more we will continue next 3 days maybe. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Hare Guru. Sometimes Prabhupada's disciples were imitating him. Kirtanananda, he already left ISKCON. And Kirtanananda was having stick. Prabhupada was having stick, he also was having stick. Sometimes many imitating Gorgovinda Swami. He was speaking very boldly like this. They also were speaking like this to people. But they speaking, people were getting offense. Because they were speaking with real angry mood, not with love. Therefore, it's only by this measuring dharma. In Russia, one devotee translated classes of Gorgovinda Swami. And all these classes, I could not listen. Many people, they disgusted of Gorgovinda Swami because how he was speaking. Very angry mood. He was translating. Sometimes he was preaching very strongly. So this devotee very strongly translated. But in angry mood. Tamaguna. So no one liked Gorgovinda Swami. So then I started to translate. I asked Gurudev permission. I translated in different mood. And many devotees started to listen. Because different mood. Then sometimes we measure. And we thinking, I can translate pure devotee. How you can translate pure devotee? You just measure. You're thinking, I am eligible to do this seva. No, not possible. If you're doing some seva, you should pray for the mercy. Right? You should always pray for the mercy. That means. Okay. Everything we are doing here only by mercy, not by our strength. Well, that was I wanted to say. Even at my sadhana, I want to do my sadhana the best. But I depend on my own strength, I cannot do. Our changing the name, my force. Actually, we only surrender. Krishna is changing. Krishna is dancing on our tongue. We should only surrender to Krishna. We should always try to be attentive. Always try to do the best. But actually only Krishna can. Therefore, one Havadar Maharaj said, you cry and try. You cry, but you try. He said, if you only crying, not trying, not result. Only trying, not crying, not result. No result. Okay. You have some questions? No? Yes, Prabhu.
One line I was not there in last class. We had told that we discussed previous class that Shiksha is more important than Diksha, but without Diksha it is not possible.
No, we didn't discuss the Shiksha more important than Diksha. We discussed that in our line, Shiksha is more important. In our line, like in a parampara system, to transport the knowledge. Because sometimes Diksha should be connected with Shiksha, but sometimes not connected. It was like this, many times. But actually Diksha is very important. We said last time that better when you accept Diksha Guru, that he is also your Shiksha Guru. And not in all cases we should go to Shiksha Guru. Yes. I accepted Diksha Guru, why should I go to Shiksha Guru? Why? Guru can bring me to Krishna, can give me everything. Why should I go? Exceptions also are there, even in our system. Actually, the main rule is like this. If one is devotee, more qualified in Shastric knowledge, he more elevated, you can ask permission from your Guru and listen from him. And if your Guru is bona-fide, he will never say, don't go. Because if Guru is bona-fide, he will never seeing his disciples as his own property. He's saying, oh, you want to listen to this person? Nice. And he will give instruction in which mood they should listen.
Shiksha means you are preaching the Krishna Katha. Diksha means initiation.
Shiksha, not only Krishna Katha, Shastra Katha also. He given instructions how to do bhajan. Sometimes we are not qualified to listen to Krishna Katha. We need Shastra Katha to chastise us. Shastra is beating us. This Bhagavad Gita, Tattva. Actually, Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur, 95% he was speaking only Tattva Katha. Not Krishna Katha. He was considering his disciples not qualified. Yesterday we also told about Vartma Pradharshaka Guru. That actually some misunderstanding is also there. Vartma Pradharshaka Guru means who is showing the path. Vartma Pradharshaka. And that means he explaining us how to accept Sadguru. By his mercy we are accepting true spiritual master. But sometimes devotee is thinking, Vartma Pradharshaka Guru who brought me to the Sunday feast program, or who gave me book. No, maybe, but it is not full duty of Vartma Pradharshaka. Full duty is bring to Guru. Not that means to my Guru I bring it. Just explaining who is Sadguru, explaining Guru Tattva, giving some example, and Krishna will show to him who is his Guru. Not I am showing to you, accept my Guru. No, not. This is very wrong. You can do mistake also. Commit mistake.
Talked about Prabhu Shravan Guru, he will be Vartma Pradharshaka Guru. In earlier class he told that we hear from Shiksha Guru means very high. He is as qualified as Diksha Guru.
Yes.
But we hear other classes from other teachers also. They are like Shravan Guru.
I will speak this later. It's also some Vaishnava they say, I cannot find full quotes about this, but it's very practical. There are some types of guru also. Some Shravana Guru and Bhajana Guru also. So Shravana Guru means Guru, actually he is speaking from Shastras, speaking Krishna Katha, and he is Shravana Guru for us. But when he will become mature, he can become Shiksha Guru. He is not mature maybe. But also we cannot say Vartma Pradharshaka Guru because he can speak more than only how to accept Guru like this. Shravana Guru, we found in YouTube channel, many Gurus are there. This is Shravana Gurus. Actually, not Shiksha Guru. Shiksha Guru means he should accept us as our disciple, Shiksha disciple. Not like this, I accepted this person as my Shiksha Guru. No, he didn't know you. How it is possible? And Bhajana Guru, one who is giving seva to us, seva to Krishna. Also, we can say the president or some manager also doing this function. Also, he is giving mercy of Krishna by engaging us. That's nice classification. More than actually, we say Vartma Pradharshaka Guru, Shiksha and Diksha, but others type also can use. But the qualified spiritual master can give everything to us. If some very fortunate they can find. One Prabhupada was for everyone. Vartma Pradharshaka Guru, Shiksha Guru, Bhajana Guru, Shravana Guru, Diksha Guru, everything. But even many, they did not understand Prabhupada, even in spite of this. Now movement became very big. Then we should understand that counselor doesn't mean he's Shiksha Guru. Sometimes they saying like this. No. Shiksha Guru is a very high position. First, he can, because in our days, many they use this word Shiksha Guru, meaning like Bhajana Guru, Shravana Guru, many things. Because everywhere shiksha, but actually what is shiksha? Shiksha means I surrender. So when I getting instructions, means I will follow these instructions. But if I getting instructions, I don't follow, we cannot say this is shiksha. You understand? Rahul Guru. Not? Yes. Therefore Shravana Guru just listening. Very nice speaking, yes. But no surrendering now. No full surrendering. Some surrendering is here, but not full. Because how can I surrender? I don't know, I should accept him. First. Maybe he's not qualified. Yes.
On YouTube we are hearing that is only Shravan.
Because we have not so much faith, sometimes we just... Actually, we said this shloka, Krishna choose himself, to whom he will reveal himself. But this is different thing. We choose in YouTube. How Krishna will choose? We choosing. And we don't like, it's how many minutes in my YouTube channel? Many people, they were listening maybe. But how many minutes they were listening? It is said maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes they were listening from class. Because they choosing. Not nice to other guru. So it's not real listening. Sometimes we can get some kripa, yes, but not full. This process can give us some facilities, but not and save us from Maya. Actually, Maya is more Maya in the internet. Internet also gives some good benefit, because now we know everything. Now we're not so foolish like before. Now we know many things. What is ISKCON? How mistakes can people are doing? We're very cautious, very attentive. Yes, Hare Krishna.